Hello everybody and welcome back to BattleTech, where we are pretty much ready to launch one of our next contracts. And we're not too interested in any of these more simple contracts at this point. So I think we go for, let's see here, are we going to be making either of these angry at us? Planetary government, this is against magistracy. These are both Liao contracts, and they're against planetary government. So I think we do this one first. This is a Tundra Assassinate. I think I'm going to leave this as is because our funds are a little low. And, I mean, 2 priority salvage is probably enough. But I'm also going to go ahead and instead of bringing Vamp, we're going to bring Tranquility. Like, we're bringing out the big guns for this one. Everybody in the... Hang on, this didn't actually go. There we go. Now everybody in the Alpha Lance, in our best mechs. Let's go. We are a full pip above the difficulty. It shouldn't be a problem. But we are also on hard mode, so you never know. They could have a full lance of assault mechs waiting for us. With a reinforcing lance of assault mechs, it's hard to tell. If that happens, we'll just have to get out of there. But we need to destroy the smuggler leader and escape. Smugglers, funded by the magistracy, have set up just outside our borders, causing an ongoing problem for local government operations. We'd like to cut the head off of this particular snake with a targeted, limited, and deniable strike on their leader. Ideally, this will shut them down permanently. Commander, this is a bold move by the smugglers, so we have to assume that they have more than just a simple token force there. Be prepared for anything.
Command interface initiated.
This is the area where the smugglers reportedly set up shop. Intel suggests hostile Canopian units in the area. Be alert. Once the target is down, head for the extraction point for a pickup. Okay, so this is an interesting approach. We have a lot of cover, but so do they. We need to make a break for this forest here and get to Punchin and take the forest over. The smuggler leader themselves is over here, but there's a lance of forces and reinforcements coming in. We need to take this forest. There's no doubt about that, so let's get up here.
Coordinates received. Affirmative.
Okay. What do we have?
This looks like a prime spot for an ambush.
Indeed it does.
Be careful, Commander. You don't want to get caught in a crossfire.
That's a 50-ton mech. I'm going to reserve.
Picked up a blip.
Okay. We've got a few lights out in this area. I'm going to reserve again.
Whatever you say.
I just realized something. You know this Orion loadout? Oh, what's this Wolverine going to do? I'll explain this after. Oh, he's going to stray shot the rifleman. That's rude. And a head hit?
There.
Okay, that was bad luck.
Kinda bleeding.
These are poorly maintained, though. Really, and both of those hit with 4 pips. Very bad luck so far. But as I was saying, the loadout on our Orion, which is this guy right here, other than the AC-5, this is basically just a Mega Jenner. Except it isn't very fast. So let's see here. We've got the Crab and the Wolverine. Of these two, the Wolverine is definitely the more vulnerable. I think we move the Orion over here.
Heading out.
And we fire on the Wolverine.
On it.
Oh, we did miss with the AC-5. In fact, basically everything missed. That made me sad. Okay. So let's move the Warhammer over towards the Wolverine. And now we have very good odds to hit him. Excellent. Torso destruction. Like, this Wolverine's gonna die this round, probably.
Enemy mech. Critical damage.
I'm gonna take the Griffin over this way. And we're gonna keep it hanging back. And we're gonna fire on the Wolverine yet again. He may just die here. Okay, that was close. It's got 38 HP left there.
Waiting for orders.
So let's take the Rifleman over here.
On my way.
And we're going to keep focusing on this guy.
firing a full salvo.
At the very least, that's a knockdown. He has no armor left.
Reporting critical hit.
Okay. That's excellent. Okay. So these lights now get to move. And aren't really doing
Commander.
anything. Okay. We can move the Griffin into cover. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
Confirmed.
And then we're going to finish off their Griffin. There is 38 HP left there, so this should definitely die. There we go. One dead Griffin.
That's a kill, Commander.
Fantastic. Okay, this Panther is going to move in and fire its PPC at something. The Griffin. It was a little unfortunate, but
I'm losing a lot of
the
armor
Panther
here.
isn't very frightening. There's a Javelin over here. That's really unfrightening. Like, the Warhammer is going to go after the Javelin. And then I think the Orion goes after the Panther, while the fire support starts working on the Crab. Crab's going to move in and fire on the Griffin. They're really focusing fire here. That is a fine torso to attack. Not concerned about that. So let's go ahead and take the Warhammer up over here. And we are going to just kill this Javelin. Our odds of hitting are pretty good, really. I don't think we need to called shot here. We've got a total of 60 resolve, so we can only called shot one. None of these really need a called shot. Maybe we want to guarantee the kill on this Javelin. Like this. Yeah. As expected, a guaranteed kill.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And that does give us 10 resolve, which allows us to do another called shot. That's quite a missile spread. A catapult, perhaps? An archer? It's a phase 2 mover, so it's clearly a heavy of some description. Okay,
Orders.
so let's bring the Orion over this direction. And I want to take out this
Move it
Panther. So let's go ahead and guarantee the kill here.
Here it comes.
There we go. One dead Panther.
Hope we can salvage that.
I mean, I kind of don't, but whatever.
Receiving you.
Let's go ahead and bring the Rifleman over here. And we're going to start focusing on the Crab at this point.
Confirmed.
Ooh, both of those hit CT. It only has 2 HP. Okay, there's a 20-ton mech closing in. Firing on the Orion. This is irrelevant. That is a Locust 1M.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Okay, train. What are your odds of hitting this guy? I think just back off a little bit. All we need is one missile in that CT, right? So I feel like we just fire 2 LRM-10s. One would probably be enough, but I want to guarantee this kill. There we go.
Enemy down.
Now the reinforcements are on their way in. Okay. We're going to send the Orion over here, and we're going to take a look at this guy. So Locust 1S. I'm going to avoid firing the medium lasers here, I think. We're just going to fire our non-energy weapons. Sure, he has evasive pips, and it's unlikely to hit, but I want to drop some heat. And missiles are better in this scenario than lasers anyway, because you get more rolls. And we've got plenty of AC-5 ammo.
Aye, aye.
Okay. Only one hit. But that's fine. There's that missile boat. I think that's 2 LRM-15s.
Yeah, Commander.
Not 100% on that call, but I'm pretty sure that that's 2
Position
LRM-15s.
confirmed.
So let's get the Rifleman over here, and we may just kill this Locust outright.
Giving him everything I got.
Or we may miss. I guess that works too.
Missed.
Okay, let's get the Warhammer somewhere where it can fire its AC 10 on this guy anyway. We've got plenty of ammo for that. If we hit, ooh, then that happens. 22 HP left there.
Critical damage detected.
So they're going to move the Locust and back off. That's kind of expected. I'm going to reserve. I want them to come to us. A little bit, anyway. I'm going to reserve again. Okay. Whole lot of nothing.
Receiving you.
Then we'll just sprint the Orion up this way. And we'll go after these guys. Okay. That is, I think, the primary target? Yes, it is.
Orders?
Your orders are to move up over this way. And move up over this way. This is mostly a heat sink turn since we have no targets. So let's just come up over here.
Full throttle.
And train, you are also going to come up over here.
Maximum speed.
I'm a little sad that we took some internal damage, but whatever. So this light is still retreating. Let's see if these mediums are moving in. This one is. Okay. Let's get our Orion,
Yes,
which is
Commander.
still largely fresh, up over here where we can see what's going on. Okay, so we see a Griffin, a Shadowhawk, and a Locust. Let's guarantee the kill on the Locust. This is so guaranteed that it is not even funny.
Firing.
One dead Locust.
Target neutralized.
So now their missile boat is going to fire on our Orion. We have 2 evasive pips, bulwark, and cover. And it's out of LOS, so this is not going to do much. As expected, not much.
Damage is light.
Okay. Now we can use our missile boat, and we can decide which one of these we want to attack. And I'm leaning towards the Shadowhawk. It's out of cover, 90 armor. Yeah, the Shadowhawk is the right call.
Here we go.
Look at that. The armor's already almost gone. I love LRMs in this game. Okay, the Rifleman is going to need to sprint up this way because we don't have LOS. That's completely fine. Same with the Warhammer. It's going to be in geothermal, but that's fine. Okay. Train gets to go again. And we're just going to pour more missiles into this Shadow. SRM ammo explosion.
That was a
That's 2
critical
pilot
hit.
injuries there. They're going to move the Shadowhawk for sure. And then sensor lock our Griffin. Maybe they're planning to use their missiles on the Griffin? And the Orion is still fine here. Let's see if we can't get
Ready for
LOS
orders.
with the Orion from in cover. We can. Right here.
On my way.
Excellent. I don't think we even, or rather, Shadowhawk. I don't think we even need to do a called shot here. Our odds are very good of hitting this guy, and I think he just dies.
Roger that.
There we go. CT destruction.
That's a kill.
The Orion's heat is getting on up there. This is a 65 tonner, so I think that's a catapult. I would love to capture a catapult. Okay, that's completely fine. They sensor locked our Griffin, but didn't do anything with it. It's an interesting choice. So let's go ahead and move the Warhammer to here, and then we're going to start firing on the Shadowhawk. Or rather, the Griffin. This is a breaching shot, so cover isn't going to do anything.
Engaging target.
Excellent. It's
Standing
not an
by.
ideal hit, but
On the move.
honestly for that, we would need either a CT hit or to fire with missiles.
Locking on.
Okay. Very little armor left on the Griffin.
Copy.
And then train, I want you to move forward a little bit. They're starting to get close to out of range. So, we'll do that, and we'll drop these missiles on the Griffin. Okay. He's going to leave cover. I don't know about that. Let's take the Warhammer down over here. Gives us eyes on the catapult. And that is a C1. Okay. See if we can finish that Griffin. He's still got a lot of CT armor.
Engaging target.
Not anymore. 15 HP left there. Catapult is going to move.
Critical damage detected.
Attack the Warhammer, I'm assuming? No, still the Orion. That was a bad call. They should have switched to the Warhammer when I left
Taking
cover.
heavy hits, Commander. I'm ready
Okay,
for orders.
Tranquility, I want you to finish off the Griffin.
All weapon systems locked.
Scratch another target.
There we go. Reinforcements are dead.
That's a kill.
Now, for the
Waiting
catapult.
orders.
Okay, I'm going to sprint over to here
Confirmed.
to get eyes on. And also sink some heat. Train, you can keep on moving forward. And I want to reserve this guy back. I don't want him to move in phase 2. I want him to move in phase 1. This doesn't affect our hit chance at all. What it does do
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire.
is it means that we can move all of our heavies before he can respawn. Now the Warhammer can't actually attack, so we'll have to sprint forward. And I believe the Rifleman can't actually attack either. So we'll need to sprint forward there as well.
Understood. Moving fast.
However, the Orion absolutely can attack. And will. Now we can't get down this cliff. So that's exciting. But that catapult is very injured. That costs a lot of resolve, but I think I'm going to do it anyway. There we go. Yeah, that was worthwhile that I spent the resolve on that. Because he's still attacking the Orion. And he's just going to die here. So train, take off more armor, and an evasive pip. Okay, structure exposed.
Orders.
Island, you are going to do a lot of damage, but this is also going to overheat you. I think avoid firing 2 medium lasers. Excellent. And then I'm going to start you moving over this way. Because I don't want him to run away. Okay, he's going here and firing on the Warhammer. It's fine. The Warhammer could take it.
Damage.
I wish we could get down this cliff, but there isn't really a way to do it. So instead, we'll just fire from here.
Engaging target.
Okay, left arm destruction. That torso is going to go as well pretty soon.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good to go.
Going to move the Rifleman over here.
Moving
And
to
we're just going to
position.
keep working on this guy. Okay. No more armor left in the torso.
Solid connection on
So that
one.
is great. Train,
Commander.
wreck him.
Here we go.
It's a torso destroyed. Fantastic.
That was a critical hit.
And what does he do here? I mean, all he's got left is lasers, right? This is fine. Sure, shoot at the Rifleman. It can take it.
Oh, what's up, boss?
Finish him. That's what's up. Yeah, there's a torso destruction. So that's 2 torso destructions,
hit,
and only
Commander.
13 HP left in that CT. We're not going to be able to. We're not going to be able to salvage more than 1 part, but I think we already have at least 1 C1 part, maybe 2.
Engaging target.
If we can get a C1, that'll be a sizable upgrade for our Griffin. And I would be very, very interested in that.
Mission successful.
So there we go, that wasn't too bad. We just completely blitzed through those 2 lances. Well, one was a short lance, but regardless. It was in total 2 lances, I suppose, because of the catapult. The Griffin took a tiny amount of internal damage, which is unfortunate. Yeah, 1 C1 part. Okay, so next C1 that we come across is going to be an upgrade. And we can actually get potentially a couple of these mechs finished up. The Griffin 1N part. Okay, and that's it, as far as parts go. Well, that'll have to do. So, do we already have a Griffin 1N in storage? I don't think so, but that is our second Griffin 1N. Right? Our current one isn't a different variant. I don't think so. Well, we'll check that here in just a moment.
That mech is ready to fight, Commander.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, both of these are 1Ns, so we'll repair this one. We'll send this one to storage. We'll hop into the store and just double check that that isn't our third Griffin 1N. I don't think it is. Yeah, okay. So we only have the one Griffin 1N. That's fine, as expected. And we don't actually have a Catapult C1 part available here, do we? I didn't actually look. Ooh, a Banshee part. I mean, that's so expensive, though. A Marauder would be a fantastic mech to replace our Rifleman. And we have 1 part. If we had 2, I would do this. But I don't think it's worthwhile as is. And there's not a catapult part in here, so... Okay. What exactly do these do? Damage versus evasion? Oh, the further a unit moves in a turn, the more it can dish out with its coil attack and the more heat it generates. That's weird. Okay, well, we're not going to work with that right now. That's not going to be a thing just yet. Let's go ahead and train up our mech warriors from that mission. I don't know how much we actually have to train, but that's something.
Complete.
Yes, Commander.
Island can grab a point of... Actually, we'll go for gunnery. Island could definitely use being better at shooting at things.
Complete.
Awaiting
Jenkins
orders.
is fine.
Commander?
Mothership is fine. Road Rash is fine.
Yeah.
Train is fine. Tranquility is fine. And Vamp is fine. Okay. So we're pretty much ready to run another contract, I think. Although we do need to advance time enough to repair our Griffin. And that's now done.
Order you submitted is
Train is out of action for 17 days, but that's fine. We have a backup. So I think we're pretty much ready to get started on one of these other slightly more difficult missions. And we'll probably go with sending a message. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.